Welcome to our channel, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing and supporting the channel so far. So for all you YouTube enthusiasts, you guys that have been putting in the time, the hours to watch the content, I know my videos are not very long, but listen up. We are building longer content for you, meaning we have the entire series that'll drop once the car goes live. We have an entire 1 hour video from day one till the very end. This has taken 5 months of daily building. So what you're about to see here is the bumper fabrication. So bumper fabrication required some molding, and in the molding we had to make sure that those lines tied up and joined up, and the bumper of the Golf 7 GTI actually worked with the Mark 1 and the space on the actual fenders. So that took a lot of molding styles, and we used the tape technique, and then we dropped in our resin, fiberglass, molded that, dropped our filler, shaped, and made that bumper. So that was a lot of time and days and actually months. Unfortunately, we went through 2 bumpers in this process just to learn, but hey, now she fits like a glove. Claws are OEM, center console is OEM, everything's working. Now moving along, what you're going to see here is a little bit about the interior. So the wiring has been completed. We've dropped in all the wiring harness into the front of the motor, and unfortunately the wiring on this car was a bit difficult, so we couldn't put the wire tuck because there's still the body modules, and there's a lot of modules for the temperature sensors, the lights on the left hand side, the lights on the right hand side, the fuse box, the gearbox, the alternator, the injector lines. There's a lot of modules and sensors there. Then the entire computer ECU sits here just below the shock mount, and then the fuse box. So yes, we neatly done that, and then also ran that through the original firewall of the G7 to the back. Now the wiring that's done into the body of the car was also a tricky task because the fuse box of the G7 sits on the left. We had to push that a little bit and break all the plastic, get that in, and then mount the actual module that speaks from the front of the car to the back of the car. Now the back of the car has your fuel lines, your infotainment, your steering wheel, your boosters, your entire front modules, all your airbags, your sides, your doors, running into your fuel tank, your back lights. I remember this harness like the back of my head. The seat modules, the door handles, the lights in the centers, all those channels, and then it's got center console modules as well. That was a mouthful. Anyway, we put the padding in there, we put the original GTI carpet, we cut it up, we marked it up. So what you're about to see here is the markup, and that's completed and ready for you. Now, let's talk about the engine. So the engine needed to get cleaned, prepped, detailed. It still get another detail, got to get sprayed, and we neatened it, and we chose some red accents to give that pop of color. And we didn't go with too much color, but just basic. Then we had to put it all back. We basically did a service on the motor, dropped the oil out, put new special G oil in there, and now you see the motor going in. Now this was a tough process because having to put the motor in was difficult, and we had to make sure we don't scratch. But we scratched. 1, 2, 3, 4 scratches did pitch up. We'll touch that up. Please don't kill me, don't hate me. Custom cradle got built, and the intercooler section all got built, yeah. Okay, then we put the base coat on the engine, and we put the pearl, we put our clear coat. So we had to do that before so we can drop our engine in there. So that's what you're gonna see here. Now moving to prep of the car, side skirts, bumpers, front bumper, all of that has gone into prep. But remember, prep for me means prep, paint last.
Now, knowing that there's only 2 weeks left to gas Motorshow, how do you feel knowing that you are the most anticipated project to arrive at one of the biggest car shows in South Africa?
I feel honored. I feel intimidated. I feel nervous. I feel stressed. I feel anxiety, pressure, emotional stress, physical, financial, family. Grateful, but it's been a extremely tough journey because nobody understands the time, the effort, or the sacrifice that we took to put this project together. And the team and the people that have sacrificed their families, their time, their finances, everything has been a massive life-changing moment for me. I think these are tears of gratitude, yeah, tears of gratitude, because I can't believe that we got this. I can't believe that a little South African company managed to do this, because I know that the bigger guys and all the guys with all the experience and knowledge and the financial powers out there, like let's just say the big brands, they've managed to produce and they can do these things easily in the snap of a finger. And I'm so grateful for the companies that stood behind me, like number one, like Vula Technology Systems believed also in my vision, my dream, to say we're going to do something. And every night I would go home and think, how would we do this? How would we get there? When? How? Because the sacrifice that comes with this project is greater than the project. It's more what happens to you, how you feel every day, knowing that you forever indebted to the project, not only because of your name, but because of this massive brand hype and what you've portrayed, the image. And when you start seeing it coming to fruition, one starts feeling gratitude. But the decisions that you have to make, the choices that you have to make is, it's make or break. And it sits with you. Well, me, every decision, no matter what, that last moment, that question, when, how, and some people misunderstand me. Nobody really understands that my mind is segmented in so many things. Number one, being a musician, I play 5 instruments. Multi-skilled, faceted individual that I know. I build cars, I detail cars, and all these different attributes. But I use that element of creativity to tell myself, you know, you can do this. You can make this work. So every day I wake up knowing that, hey, that emotional feeling or that knock is worth it. There's a greater purpose. There's a bigger feeling at the end of the day. There's something worth it. So knowing that we're nearing the deadline and that there's many more events, the emotional pressure. So I haven't seen my family. Legitimately, I was telling my wife last night at about 1 in the morning, I said, where's the kids? I dropped them in the morning, I didn't check them at night. But this is not just for one day, this is every day. This is every single day. If it's not the fact that people have a misconception, oh, this is a money thing. Oh, it's, you know, because yes, you need money to do things. Money is very important because you have to live, right? But this is now, 2 months ago, it turned. It's not a money thing anymore. It's far from that. It's because I've sunk myself at every single one of my dreams into making this come true as well. And it's more now heart, it's passion, and that's what it does. I think the blueprint is there, and I'm grateful to say that we're about to achieve that and make it work. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, I'm grounded. Because with that, the life challenges just can consume you, right? That's what it does. Yeah, that was a journey and a mouthful. So thank you very much for tuning into my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. The GT7 journey has been big, emotional, and tiring. But you know what? The knowledge is bigger than anything out there right now. Practically, we've learned so much, and we just want to say thank you. Don't forget to share and subscribe. GT7 team, Big Bite Performance.